Okay, hold up. Ever wondered what happens when global superstars meet luxury fashion? When seven boys from Seoul conquer the world and suddenly have access to bags that cost more than your entire year's rent? We're not talking about your average backpack from the mall. Oh no, we're diving deep into the insane, jaw-dropping, absolutely mind-blowing world of BTS and their ridiculously expensive bag collections. These aren't just accessories, these are statements, investments, and sometimes, well, they're basically walking bank accounts strapped over their shoulders. From limited edition pieces that only a handful of people in the world own, to collaborations so exclusive you'd need to be on a VIP list just to know they exist, each member has their own flavor of luxury. But here's the kicker. Can you guess which member dropped the most cash on a single bag? Who's the ultimate bag collector? And wait till you hear about number one. Seriously, your jaw's gonna hit the floor so hard you'll need a chiropractor. Ready to see how these global icons flex their fashion game? Let's count down from 7 to 1, and trust me, each reveal gets crazier than the last. Buckle up. Number 7. Jin, the gentleman of minimal luxury. When we talk about Jin, we're not just talking about BTS's worldwide handsome. We're talking about a man whose taste in fashion quietly screams sophistication. Jin isn't flashy for the sake of attention. He's that kind of person who can walk into a high-end boutique in Paris or a small hidden store in Tokyo and spot the one bag that perfectly matches his vibe. And his pick? A sleek Louis Vuitton Christopher PM backpack that mixes elegance and practicality in the most Jin way possible. What makes this bag extraordinary isn't just its brand name. It's the story it tells about Jin's personality, calm, refined, but filled with detail once you look closer. This piece, crafted from LV's iconic monogram canvas with black Toralon leather trim, is valued at nearly $3,500 USD. But the way he wears it makes it look effortlessly priceless. Fans first noticed it in one of BTS's airport appearances, and social media went wild, not because it was loud or glittery, but because it had that quiet charisma, just like Jin. It's structured, timeless, and doesn't beg for attention, yet you can't stop looking at it. In interviews, stylists have often noted that Jin prefers items that feel natural, something that sits comfortably, whether he's heading to a business meeting or a quick coffee run. That backpack, with its perfect balance of luxury and utility, fits that bill exactly. You can practically imagine him tossing in his essentials, maybe a neatly folded script, cologne, and those goofy photo booth pictures he keeps for memories and heading out without a fuss. The Christopher PM isn't just part of his wardrobe, it's part of his identity. Minimalist elegance wrapped in quiet power. So yeah, Jin might be placing 7th in this countdown. But when it comes to mastering understated luxury, he's already at the top of his own game. Before we move on to the next number, hit that subscribe button and smash the like so you don't miss a single second of this crazy luxury countdown. Number 6. J-Hope, the sunshine of street chic luxury. When you think of J-Hope, you think of color, confidence, and that fearless energy that lights up every room he walks into. His fashion sense has always been a fusion of high-end brands and street culture soul, a walking blend of art and rhythm. And among his massive fashion archives, one bag stands out as pure J-Hope energy. The Hermès Birkin 35 Togo leather in a taupe gray, priced at an eye-watering $14,000 USD. The fact that a Birkin even appears in a male idol's collection is a statement on its own. It's not just a bag, it's a cultural shout. I wear art, not trends. Hobie was first spotted carrying this iconic piece at Incheon Airport, dressed down in relaxed jeans and a bucket hat, turning heads with his effortless mix of casualness and luxury. But here's the thing about J-Hope. He never lets labels wear him. The Birkin didn't look like something borrowed from a stylist's rack. It looked like an extension of his own personality, structured yet free, polished yet alive. In one of his interviews with a Korean fashion magazine, stylists revealed that J-Hope personally picks his accessories, often choosing items for their craftsmanship rather than their logo power. It makes sense. Hermès Birkins are painstakingly hand-stitched by artisans who take almost 48 hours to make one piece. Its dedication and passion stitched into leather. Doesn't that sound exactly like J-Hope's approach to music and dance? Every move, every lyric, every color in his fashion choices mirrors that blend of precision and playfulness. Some fans even call his Birkin the sunshine bag, because it appeared in so many of his travel looks that it's almost become iconic to his personal brand. So while other idols trend hop, J-Hope turns luxury into a language one that says, I shine in my own color. With this level of style fluency, it's no wonder his spot here is only the beginning of bigger glamour on this list. Number 5. RM, the intellectual luxury collector. RM isn't just a rapper and leader, he's a walking museum of taste. His fashion aura doesn't shout, it discusses, it makes you think. And when it comes to luxury bags, RM chooses pieces that tell a story, not just show a logo. His crown jewel? The Bottega Veneta large Arco tote in woven intrecciato leather, priced around $7,800 USD. Minimal, yet bold. Quiet, yet commanding, a perfect match for a man who quotes art philosophy and visits galleries on his days off. Fans first caught a glimpse of this tote during his trip to Basel, Switzerland, when he visited contemporary museums, and it instantly became an internet topic. The bag's sleek form and matte leather finish practically whispered, "This is not fashion, this is curation." RM is known for his love for design that carries soul. That's why Bottega's handcrafted aesthetic resonates so deeply with him. There's no flashy branding, no obvious statement. Just intricate craftsmanship that rewards those who notice. It's very RM. Profound simplicity that leaves a lingering impression. In interviews, he has admitted that he values timelessness fashion that grows with you, not fades with trends. The Arco tote embodies that philosophy, carrying not just RM's essentials like books and notebooks, but also his quiet world, an archive of ideas, lyrics, and reflections. Take a closer look at photos of him walking through the airport with that bag hanging casually over his arm. He's not flaunting wealth, he's expressing ideology. Minimalism as an act of rebellion in an era of excess. This isn't the kind of piece you buy for attention. It's the kind you inherit like art. That's why RM's bag stands as a symbol of intelligence, meeting indulgence, luxury that thinks before it speaks. He might be number 5 on this list, but when it comes to philosophical fashion, nobody carries it quite like RM. Number 4. Jungkook, the rebel with designer edge. When it comes to Jungkook, nothing about his style is random. He can step out in a plain white tee and suddenly turn it into a global trend. But once you spot the bag slung casually across his shoulder, you realize this man plays by his own fashion rules. Among his enviable collection, one piece repeatedly makes headlines. The Louis Vuitton soft trunk monogram Eclipse, worth around $5,200 USD. Designed by the late Virgil Abloh, this bag perfectly matches Jungkook's personality, sharp, daring, yet sentimental. It reimagines LV's classic trunk legacy into a modern crossbody built for movement. Just like him, an artist, constantly in motion. The first time fans saw Jungkook carrying it at the airport, dressed in an all-black casual ensemble, it was pure golden maknae energy. Minimal but magnetic. The soft trunk has rigid edges that hint at classic craftsmanship, but its flexible body gives it streetwear freedom, a metaphor for Jungkook's growth as an artist balancing tradition and rebellion. Inside that bag, maybe his sketchbook, headphones, and a pen, his trusted tools for songwriting. Fashion editors often call the soft trunk one of the boldest accessories a man can pull off, because it walks the line between luxury and rawness, exactly what Jungkook has mastered. Let's not forget, this bag isn't just pricey, it's collectible. Since Virgil's passing, pieces from his LV era have skyrocketed in value, making Jungkook's trunk not only stylish, but historically significant. There's also something poetic about the way he carries it, that relaxed, confident posture that says, I don't need to show off, I am the show. Every time he's photographed with it, fans point out how easily he injects rockstar energy into luxury's old-world elegance. Jungkook doesn't just wear fashion, he redefines it with each stride. So if number 4 already looks this fierce, you can probably imagine how wild the next ones on this list are going to be. Number 3. V. the vintage aristocrat of fashion. V isn't just a fashion icon, he's a walking painting. Every outfit he wears, every accessory he chooses, feels like it has a soul, a story, and a certain cinematic mood. While most idols chase trends, V curates them, just like he curates his playlist of jazz classics. Among his exquisite fashion archives, one timeless treasure stands out: the Celine medium Cabas vertical tote in smooth calfskin, carrying a price tag of around $6,500 USD. At first glance, it might seem simple, almost too quiet for an idol this famous. But that's the magic of Kim Tae-young. He turns simple into jaw-dropping. This Celine tote, known for its refined French silhouette and luxurious full-grain leather texture, captures V's favorite themes: nostalgia, elegance, and poetic restraint. Fans first spotted him carrying it in a behind-the-scenes clip during his Paris visit, paired with a beige coat, loafers, and his signature half-smile that radiated effortless confidence. The tote looked like something straight out of an art film: soft lines, deep texture, and a presence that whispered, not shouted. And that's Taeyoung's entire aesthetic language. Stylists mention that he's very involved in his wardrobe choices, often choosing pieces that feel classic but meaningful. The Cabas tote embodies that perfectly, a design that could belong to both a professor in the 1960 seconds and a runway model in 2026. It's timeless, cultured, and a little mysterious, much like V himself. What elevates this bag even further is its vintage soul paired with modern tailoring, French leatherwork meeting Korean sensibility. Collectors know this kind of Celine craftsmanship is rare, making the bag not only fashionable but an investment piece. Watching V carry, it feels like watching elegance walk by, unbothered by the noise of trends. He doesn't flaunt wealth, he evokes emotion. And that's why, at number 3, V's minimal luxury leaves an impression that lingers, like the last note of a jazz song you can't forget. Number 2, Suga, the master of quiet power and designer precision. If there's one BTS member who embodies control, subtlety, and deep artistic precision, it's Suga. His style is like his music: layered, intentional, and quietly commanding. He doesn't need a flood of patterns or loud branding to capture attention. With just one look, you feel his presence. And among his high-end fashion arsenal lies a masterpiece of luxury minimalism: the Dior soft saddle bag in calfskin, valued around $8,000 USD. This bag isn't your typical celebrity hype accessory. It's an architect's dream in the form of fashion. Elegant curves, pristine stitching, and that distinct saddle shape, slightly redesigned by Kim Jones for Dior Men, make it both nostalgic and modern. Fans spotted Suga carrying this understated piece during a trip to Los Angeles, and instantly, every fashion page lit up with praise. The way he wore it, draped crossbody over a neutral, oversized coat, turned a simple airport sighting into a Dior campaign moment. The soft calfskin blends beautifully with his muted tones, reflecting his grounded, introspective personality. He's often described as having old soul energy, and this bag feels like an extension of that, a quiet luxury with depth beneath the surface. This Dior saddlebag is also a favorite among art-leaning designers, known for its sculptural shape inspired by equestrian heritage, a perfect match for someone who's always balancing tradition and innovation in his work. It's luxury without arrogance, art without noise. What's fascinating is how Suga uses fashion the same way he uses rhythm: to build mood. The bag becomes part of his silhouette, adding texture to his presence without breaking his calm energy. That's why fashion critics often refer to him as the silent icon of BTS's luxury evolution, the one who turns every step into a slow-motion style statement. Placed at number 2, Suga proves you don't have to shout to stand out sometimes. All you need is precision, polish, and one perfectly crafted Dior masterpiece. Number 1. Jimin, the ultimate luxury visionary that redefines elegance. Here it is, the crown jewel, the one that makes every fan gasp and even fashion experts pause for a second look. Park Jimin, the embodiment of class, creativity, and pure charisma, takes the number 1 spot with a statement bag that's nothing short of breathtaking. The Chanel Flap Bag in alligator leather with 24K gold hardware valued at an astonishing $32,000 USD. Yes, you heard that right, $32,000 on a single piece of wearable art. But what makes this bag iconic isn't just the price. It's how Jimin owns it. He isn't carrying a luxury bag, he's carrying an emotion, a standard, a statement carved deep into fashion memory. When he first appeared with it during a brand private event in Paris, styled in a sleek monochrome suit with soft gold accents, fashion media across the globe erupted. "This isn't a look," one editor wrote. "This is choreography through couture." The Chanel flap bag he chose isn't any ordinary edition. It's from a limited archival release, handmade from rare full alligator skin, one of the most exclusive materials in the fashion world. Each bag can take up to 18 weeks to produce because the skin must be treated delicately, hand-colored, and matched for perfect symmetry by Chanel's specialized artisans. Only a handful exist worldwide. That rarity mirrors Jimin's own artistry. Each performance, every glance, every move feels deliberate, precious, crafted with heart. And perhaps that's why Chanel's house aesthetic feels like his soul translated into leather and gold. Beyond the technical brilliance, there's deep poetic harmony between Jimin's grace and the bag's aura. It's strong yet soft, timeless yet contemporary, exactly how he transforms every stage he walks on. Fans whispered that this isn't just an accessory, it's a reflection of who Jimin has become, a global symbol of refined rebellion, where luxury meets empathy, and power dances with vulnerability. Standing at number 1, Jimin's Alligator Chanel isn't just the most expensive bag in BTS's collection, it's the symbol of a man who turned fashion into poetry and luxury into legacy. And that's it, the spectacular finale to BTS's jaw-dropping world of luxury fashion. 7 men, 7 personalities, 7 completely different interpretations of what it means to own luxury. From Jin's quiet gentleman charm with his Louis Vuitton backpack to J-Hope's fearless sunshine flex in Hermès, from RM's intellectual calm to Jungkook's edgy rebellion, then V's poetic Parisian aura, Suga's minimalist mastery, and finally, Jimin's gold standard Chanel extravagance. Each bag told more than just a fashion story. They told stories of identity, taste, and transformation. Because for BTS, luxury has never been about showing off. It's about storytelling through fabric, thread, and legacy. Every piece they own is like a diary entry of their journey, from young dreamers in tiny dorms to global icons shaping the modern language of style. They've turned the act of carrying a bag into pure performance, a statement of who they've become and the worlds they've touched. These collections aren't just expensive, they're emotional, deeply personal archives of moments that defined them. And maybe that's what makes this list more than just numbers. It's a reflection of how luxury evolves when it meets authenticity. So, if number 1 made you gasp tonight, remember this. In the world of BTS, fashion doesn't just decorate the body, it tells the story of the soul behind it. Now, the only question left is if you could own one of their signature bags. Which member's vibe would you dare to carry?